July, it's the 15th, it's the mid of month, almost a half of the month is always already over. Time flies by. That's just my feeling and perception of time. And I'm really happy that you can spend your time with me this morning again. So, let's make the Orga stuff every morning. And today, first of all, I want to say good morning, Katie. Thanks for opening the session. My moderator in the back. I'm your host, guys, Markus Gabel from Germany. And my English is very colored by German. So I hope you will understand everything and I can explain it in a way that you can understand it. Okay, so if I'm looking for a word or my grammar isn't the best, so please have a little bit mercy with me because I'm training. So let's go. This show of Admirals in the morning briefing show is streamed on YouTube as well. So if you watch it live on YouTube right now or maybe later, then you will find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe this channel so you will never miss an episode. You can give us a like if you want. That would be really, really nice from you, really kindly from you. So, and you will find a commentary field below this video on YouTube. You can leave your comment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. And right now I can see Don and Nico on YouTube. And of course, all of you guys in the Zoom session, feel free to ask during this session, whatever is in your mind. I will do my best to give you an answer as soon as possible and at best as possible. Okay, so, and of course, then let's stream my chart. So then the chat, I can see it. Alexander, wonderful, good morning. Kurt, wonderful, good morning. Nice to have you here in our show. So, and here we go. Now I can see everything. And on YouTube, Michael, good morning on YouTube as well. So just have a quick look at the DAX. But before we do that, we should have a look at the upcoming events today. So yesterday we had two rate decisions. That was New Zealand dollar and Canadian dollar. They changed nothing, just only New Zealand dollars. Bank of New Zealand said they will rise the rate in August from 0.25 up to 0.50. And the Canadian Canadian Central Bank doesn't plan to change anything there, but we have a bit of volatility about that in the market. So we have a look on it in the show. So what do we expect today? Not really something, just a couple of numbers that will come out during the day. US weekly report, it's not interesting for us. And yes, the gas storage report. So for us, it's not really important. So, and if you want to follow Admirals on Instagram, then you can do that on Admirals Global. So give a like or follow them and you will have some interesting content on your Instagram account, by the way. If you want to follow me, you can do it on on Twitter. My name there is Daytrader70, and you will find my newest trading ideas here. I share here directly from my software into the Twitter account. Or during the rest of the day, you can follow us in live trading room, which is based on this morning briefing show on twitch.tv/knowhowtrader. Okay, so let's go through the charts, and before we do that, let's have a look at our trading approach. Success is not a fantasy, it's a formula, and it's always the best thing that we can trade out of the correction up to the last high point, 0.2 we say in market in this approach, out of the correction up to the 0.2. And if it makes sense there, then you can sell half the position, trail a stop into profit, and then you are safe. And then we let the market decide how much money we'll get with this one trade. And therefore we have rules, and valid trend is needed. We need a young trend, and we want to trade out of the correction. Rule number 2 and 3 are related to the business principle, buying cheap and selling expensive. And then in this correction zone, in this so-called accumulation phase, we are waiting for a balance candle or changing of the color on Heikin Ashi, that we can see the market turns the price there with higher volume on the other side. So we can speculate that a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. So let's have a look at our DAX trade at the moment. So as you can see, we made a beautiful trend in 10 minutes, by the way, in 10 minutes chart. From Thursday, 1 week ago, we started this, and yesterday the trade was finished. So we made a huge profit with this wonderful DAX trade. And then we started, the trend was still in a downtrend yesterday. And then we started to a new trend, a new trading idea to continue the downtrend in direction of the point of control. But as you can see, I cut the loss immediately when I saw that the price will not work in my direction. And after the next balance candle, I tried it a second time. But also the price went up again, so I cut the loss immediately. And that was a good idea. Then afterwards, the price jumped up exactly at that 0.3 of this main trend. And this red main trend is still facing downwards. So which means that was, no, not this one. Sorry, not this one. It was this one. So we had this, and now we can see a main trend which is facing downwards and a secondary trend which is facing downwards as well. So you see we have here a high volume zone with this time extended correction. Here we can see, you know, the probability to reach the last 0.2 is around about 70–80%. So, but I was not really sure because we have this this support zone here again. So I have no problem to wait for the next correction, and then maybe I will make a trade to the lower side again. So at the moment, I wanna wait for that. In Dow Jones, I opened a trade as well yesterday. The first one was a nice winner. So we reached our first target. That was the hit quote, you see. Then I trailed the stop into profit, and they get me out with a profit here. So then the next balance candle occurs a couple of hours later. So we tried it again. And now I must realize the price is not working for me, which means I'm a bit I'm in loss. And I must realize I'm sitting directly or literally in the wrong bus. So therefore I trailed my stop closer. So then I will, yes, the trend is still valid, by the way. So, but I don't want to risk that much money. So I have to go out again. But as long as my three rules are still valid, I have to make a re-entry again. But at that moment, I must realize I'm the wrong bus. So I trailed my stop to get out in case the bus will drive furthermore in the wrong direction. In EURUSD, here was the topic that we saw here down an uptrend, a new uptrend. And actually we can see this downtrend is broken right now. So now we have a lovely new trend. Unfortunately, the last correction didn't go deeper than, no, that was wrong, sorry. That's stupid. Okay, that's really stupid. Okay, that's the point. So as you can see, the correction didn't go deeper than 38%. So now I have to confess that the trend will continue directly. We are on way up to the point of control, which means maybe we can take the next correction. So wait for it, and therefore EURUSD in hourly chart is still on my watch list for today. So here's seemingly a new one, Morgan Swan. Wonderful, good morning. What is the figure of point of control? You know, in trading, we trade with prices. So now every time you talk about the price, you have a kind of a fair price. So, and this is based on volume. Point of control means this is in regarding to specific history. It's the fairest price, or it's the point of control. And you know, prices always are in move from extreme zones back to a point of control. And this is what we are doing here based on the 4 rules. So in gold, the point is we saw yesterday a bit of correction again, but for us, it's not really important. Why is it? This is the last correction zone for that moment. So the trend is too old for us. Gold is not really interesting for us for the moment. Even you see rising prices right now, but it's not really important for us because the trend is too old. Okay, so then oil, and I trailed my stop loss because, you know, I started this trend. I started this trade a couple of weeks ago. It was in mid of May, and my target was this last high from August 2018. That was my final target. And you see, we hit it exactly. So, and now we can see, Babang, good morning on YouTube as well. So I switched from weekly chart to daily chart. And now yesterday I realized that the price will not go up anymore. So we saw a balanced candle, which means this is the end of this current move here right now. So therefore I trailed my hard stop to go out. And this is a big winner for me. So if the price, or if we will finish this trend, this trade, then oil, we will switch to the hourly chart. Okay. So let's see about our, yes, Euro, US dollar I talked already about. Okay. So let's go through our new trade, to the running trades for the moment. But before we do that, you know, we have our daily poll for you. And my private question for you, and Katie, if you want, we can open the poll for our listeners this morning. So there's a special question I have here for you. Thanks, Katie. The question is, can you see any progress in your trading since you follow this show? Can you see any progress in your trading? Yes, I can see it. Or no, not really. So be honest to yourself. Yeah, be honest. So, and you have a little bit of time to push the button. The more of you push the button, the more clear is the result of this poll. And we will see it on YouTube as well. The question is, can you see any progress in your trading? Yes, I can. Or no, not really at the moment. Okay, so let's go through our running trades for the moment. Our long running trades are Australian dollar, Swiss franc. You know, this is an old trend, and our final target is still the point of control here on the lower side. And at the moment, we are still on track. So to be honest, there is nothing to do. It's a long running trade, swing trade. We have to let it go. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Here, yesterday, you look, this is interesting because that's time of probability. You see, we had a trend. So first of all, as a orientation, point of control is far away, which means we are in a lower unfair price. Some price is basically too cheap, which means we have to trade in direction of the normal price. So at the moment, the first one, we did it. So, but we could see, okay, the price will not go up anymore. We cut the loss. It was a good idea. The second one, we did it again, but we must realize the price will not working for us. Second wrong bus. So we cut the possible loss. So yesterday, stupidly, we opened the trade, but with this spike of the Canadian rate decision yesterday, we got out, unfortunately. That's a little bit stupid, but there is no problem. So as you can see, I opened the trade at the 0.2, close before the 0.2 again. Why can I do that? The trend is still valid. Rules are there. Point of control is far away up, which means I have to do it. And it's allowed in special cases. This is a kind of exception. Normally we say, okay, let's come out of the correction that we can buy cheaper. But sometimes in this situation, when only if you are in the deep unfair price zone and we have a lot of space to go up to the point of control, then it's allowed to make an entry at the point 2 to speculate on a trend break, not a trend break, sorry, for a breakout to, in that case, to the upper side. Because, you know, prices always go back to the point of control, always. There's a guarantee. And there's just only one exception when the market decides to move the point of control to another spot. But then we can see it in the volume. And this is this market profile on the left side. We can see it there when they grow up any volume to another space. And as long as we cannot see that, we have to trade in direction of the point of control. And therefore, I did it again. So, and now let's see if we reach maybe this kind of support here a little bit higher there. Here, I want to sell half a position, trade a stop into profit, and then let's see what we can do with this trade. Next one is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Here we are on track. This is what I meant when I'm talking about trading in direction of the point of control, because point of control is our final target. So, and there is no volume on the way down to the point of control, which can bring the point of control in danger at the moment. So therefore, we have to trade in that direction. So we open the trade based on our rules. By the way, we sold already half the position. Now the trend is up to continue for the moment. So the stop loss is in profit. We cannot lose money, which means let it go. This is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Please have a look on the lower side, always. Here on the lower side, there you can see which currency pair is open here on my list on the lower side. So next one is Euro Australian dollar. Here we had a similar situation because the only difference is that we are in the fair price zone, but I don't care about that because I have to follow my rules. So yesterday, as you can see, we opened a trade, or a couple of days before we opened the trade. Then we get out because the bus was not in the right direction. So yesterday we saw this row, or this balance candles, couple of balance candles in a row. So we opened the trade again, and now we are waiting. Only two things can happen. One thing is that we reach the point 2, then we are safe. Next thing is that we will see a lower price, then we trade a stop to cut a possible loss. But as long as the trend is still valid, we have to do it again and again, because only two things can happen. Only two things. First thing is we will see a trend continuation on the upper side. Then the price must go up, or we will see a trend break. And the trend break will happen below the last 0.3. But maybe we have a little big fortune that the point of control is in the middle of this last correction zone. So this could happen as a bit of support, that more buyers come into the market, and this can keep this trend stable. So even we must get out because maybe we realize the bus is not driving in our direction anymore, then we have to do it again and again and again. Okay, anytime one of these two options will happen, trend continuation or trend break. Yeah, this is Euro Australian dollar. Next one, Euro Canadian dollar. So here that was a little bit stupid yesterday, but I don't care about that. So we open the trade with the rate decision, we get out, and there was a balance candle. So I opened the trend from a new one, and you see actually we are on track. The positive thing is, look, where is the point of control? Awesome, right? Here is the point of control, which means we have to go roundabouts, what is it? Yeah, 770 pips. So we cannot miss that. We cannot miss it. So we have to do it again. So I don't care. I don't care about that, how often I have to go in. Anytime the price will go up, anytime. So we have to wait. Okay. Then Euro Swiss franc, close to the point of control. And here is one of the best proofs ever that you can see it really, really works for us. So even you see, that is the best evidence ever. We had 3 losses in a row, but finally it works. Finally it works. This is why I always used to say, stick to the rules. As long as the rules are there, you have to do it again and again and again. And you see, finally, the price is going back to its point of control. This is how prices works. And this is so much important, guys. This is so much important that you realize we don't trade Euro Swiss franc. Sorry that I have to say it in these clear words. I give a shit on this currency pair. I trade the price of this currency pair. I don't care how it's called. I trade the price, and prices are either cheap or expensive, or sometimes fair valued. So this is what I have to do, from the unfair price zones back to the point of control. And here, especially in this trade, Euro Swiss franc, you can see it works. So I only can literally back you. Trust the system. Even we have losses, even we have drawdown phases. Trust the system. This is what the big players are doing. They work with prices, but in comparison, if we compare it to private traders, they influence the price. We cannot influence the price, but we can trade with the same mindset like the big traders. And that is what happened. And I hope for you, because I make this experience a lot of times, I hope it for you that we finally reach this point of control exactly. And if we do that, we can celebrate it. Next one is British pound, Canadian dollar. Now this here you can see another benefit, benefit of this behavior, let the winners run. So you see, we sold half of the position at the 0.2, and then we trailed the stop into profit, and you see it works. And now the price is going up. Actually, I don't know. I have no target here. Why should I have a target? My plan was to make a winner. Therefore, I sold half the position at the last 0.2, trailed the stop into profit, and now I'm safe. And you see, the point of control was a bit of resist for that moment, but finally, you see, a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. US dollar, Canadian dollar, the same procedure. We started in the first possible correction. We sold half the position, we trailed the stop, and everything is fine. And finally, you see, look, the point of control is up at 131. And I'm quite sure that we will reach this point of control. Just there's only one option, that the market will move the point of control maybe to this volume zone. It's placed at 127, but I don't care about that. Even if we reach this point, we made a big winner, and I don't go out at this point on manually. I only trailed my stop by 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. So that's what I have to do as a private trader to follow the market. And this, guys, is what big traders are doing. They create the trend, they force the trend, they accelerate the trend, they finish the trend, and we have to follow as private traders. US dollar, Japanese yen, that's really cool. Look, same procedure. As you can see, my final target here as well is my point of control. That's my final target. So at the 0.2, I won't sell half the position. So here at the moment, I have to realize I'm quite far in profit, and at my drawdown phase, actually, I stop my risk and I trail my stop loss into profit. So what can happen now? To be honest, nothing. I cannot lose money right now. So, but if the price will go up and will take me out, and then there's a special secret, guys. There's a special secret. The secret word is re-entry. As long as the trend is still valid and the trend will break above this red rectangle, that's my correction zone, that's the last 0.3. Only if we will have a close above that 0.3 here, then the trend is broken. As long as this will not happen, we have to do it again and again and again. So I have no problem. I'm far in profit, and then I trail my stop into profit. I cannot lose money anymore. This is a kind of free ride. Even we don't reach the 0.2 right now, I don't care about it. Let's see what's happened. So on my watch list for today, so thanks. Can you see any progress in your trading? So we have a clear situation, a clear result, guys. And on YouTube as well, I can see really only just number one. So 95% of you say, yes, I can see progress in my own trading. Just only 5% says, no, I not really. First of all, thanks, guys. That makes me really happy that you can see progress in your own trading. And this is what I'm working for you, because this is my life mission. This is my POE. You know, POE, this is my purpose of existence. After I lost almost my life, I promised to my Lord to help people to become successful in trading and be happy in their own life. This is what drives me every morning to get up full of power, emotion, full of motivation to help you becoming successful and becoming happy in your life. This is what I'm doing every morning for you. And this makes me really happy. This is my reward. This is my real reward, that I can see you have progress in your trading. So at the best, you have a handwritten diary and you write any notes, how you make progress in your trading, where's the difference? If you look back maybe 1 year ago, where are you there in your trading and where are you today in trading? So write it down. But it makes me really happy that you have progress in your trading. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you made my day, to be honest. You made my day. Thank you very much. Okay, Nico, in Forex, knowledge volume profile is set on 660. No, it's 1,440. 660 periods is in daily chart. And Tess, you're welcome. I have to say thank you. I have to say thank you that you joined the session, the morning briefing show, and let's celebrate it together, really. Okay, so 4-hourly chart lower than daily chart is always 1,440 periods. So what do I have on my watch list for today? It's still, we are in British pound, Japanese yen. We are in. I have to put it there. So British pound, Japanese yen, it's an open trend. And you know, point of control is quite far away also, which means here we go. Point of control. Where is my point of control? Here. There is my point of control, and that's my final target. And here you can see there is no volume on the way down, which can bring us in trouble on my way back to the point of control. So therefore, we open the trade here, and actually we are on the way. But if the price will not work, we call it immediately, and we are looking for a new entry, by the way. So British pound, Swiss franc. On the same way, guys, we open the trade again. Look, British pound, Swiss franc. The stop loss is above. So that's the last correction. And we are, yeah, actually we are circling at the point of high, but this trade is also open. British pound, Swiss franc. Then New Zealand Canadian dollar. Yeah, that was a little bit stupid yesterday. But however, we made a profit yesterday. And with this, we opened the trade here a little bit too late, but we reached the first target. And then I trailed a stop based on the, how should I say, the rate decision. And they took us out functionally. And afterwards, the price jumped up again. So, but I don't care. So where was the big mistake here? It was not that we trailed a stop into profit. The big mistake was not that we followed the plan, by the way, guys. Yeah. It is, we had an entry which was too late. Look, here in the first part, there was the first possible entry. And if we went in there, it was a big winner. Or maybe the second one, here was the entry. It was a bit in the late in the night, but it was 11 roundabout. We had to do the entry there, and then we would be in. So the big mistake was not that we opened a trade while we have this central bank decision. The big mistake, my mistake, by the way, was that we missed the first possible entry. Look what happened. This is what we have to do. Check the charts and take the first possible entry. Then we don't have to do this, okay? So, but I'm waiting for a next entry until the 4th, maybe, and then we go up to the point of control. So New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, yeah, that's the next one, because I have a trend. That's the first possible correction. You see, we have a close below 38%. Now we are waiting for the next balance candle, and then we go up. Put in your watch list, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Really interesting. Also, this is British pound, New Zealand dollar. We have a trend. Now we are waiting for a correction, which must lead us up to 38%. And then we can make a trade here. I'm not sure if this will take place today. Let's see. And Euro New Zealand dollar. Here we go. This is a trend. And so this is a trend. And you see, this is the first possible entry here. Yeah. Now we have a valid trend, rule number 1 and 2. Now we have a correction deeper than 38. And here were the balance candles. So it's a little bit late, but not too late. We have a lot of space to go up in case 0.2 is our hit quote. There we want to go. And afterwards, the market decides how much money we will get in this trade. So put in your watch list, please, Euro, New Zealand dollar. So there was an earlier question about, oh, there's another one, sorry. Another one is Australian dollar, Japanese yen, sorry. And here we go, that's a trend. Here we go, that's the first possible correction we can use. So there were the balance candles, but I decided to set a pending order a little bit lower because actually you can see the price is going up again. So, but put it on your watch list, Australian dollar, Japanese yen. So, and I had a question on YouTube about British pound USD. Let's see here, British pound USD. Yeah, that's still a downtrend, but as you can see, we're circling around the point of control. So therefore, it's an unclear situation, and I don't have a really clear trend, which means I don't care about that. This is not really what I want to see. I want to see clear pictures in my chart and nothing else. I'm not sure about Euro New Zealand dollar and feel unsafe. Is around the point of control with sharp down move. Is it okay then to not trade it? Yeah, basically you can do whatever you want. So I follow my trade, and the point of control is not part of the rules, by the way. So, and if you can see at the moment that the price is sharply down, then wait for a balance candle. Yeah, let's wait. Yeah, there is no problem. So, and therefore, but as I said, this is not, you have to do what you think. Euro, New Zealand dollar, where was it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So that's the trend. That's the trend. So therefore, let's see. But you don't have to do it. That's your decision, but I will do it. And if the price is going down, I'm not in. So let's wait. And I have no problem. If the price is going up and we were struggling at the point of control and I can see the price is going down, then I trail the stop. So then I go out. But finally, it's a valid trend. And you know, the possibility is that over 80% that we reach the point 2. So this is the main trend. Even we can see a bit of downtrend as well. So, but this downtrend is a secondary corrective trend. And I use to trade first the main trend. And this is the main trend actually. So, and if we can see maybe the price is going up and we will stuck there or will stick there, and I have to realize that maybe the secondary corrective downtrend is trying to continue to the lower side, there's no problem. Then I trail my stop into the profit and everything is fine. So let's do it in that way. So I do it in that way, by the way. Okay, guys, that was my special topic for today. And as we talked about stocks and bonds yesterday, you know, there is no difference. Yeah, there's a negative correlation between stocks and bonds. There is no market which is more important than the others. As a private trader, your job is to follow the rules. So I hope we will see each other in a Twitch room afterwards. For the rest of the day, I want to say thank you for joining the session. I hope there was a little bit learning effect for you. And tomorrow we will see each other again. If our Lord will say yes, then we can see tomorrow again at 8:30 to make a wrap up for this trading week. I wish you a wonderful day. Thanks for joining this session. Thanks for spending your precious lifetime with me. And by the way, yes, just I want to, almost forgotten. Sorry. I have to do it again. I want to show you the news. And the news are you can follow successful traders with copy trading on Admirals, by the way, or you can share your own trading ideas there. So this is Admiral Markets copy trading, and that's the absolute news you can follow. This is what I want to show you here on this session. So now, guys, as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.